Thanks for tuning in to the Conscious Hour. So we're divided by politics. The news isn't reporting the facts, and we're all debating how we're going to get out of this. And some people are saying, move ahead, continue the war. I want you to listen to this perspective because it's spot on. It nails it. He does an excellent job describing exactly what's happening. This is Mahmoud. I followed him since October 6th, and he doesn't lie. He just reports the facts. Listen closely.
But the fact of the matter is, he made a decision. Trump made a decision. And that decision, where it's in his hands or not, because he is, at the end of the day, the commander-in-chief, he made a decision to try again and force Iran to surrender. And guess what? Iran isn't going to surrender. The free people of the world aren't going to surrender, not just Iran. Iran just happens to be the representation of human dignity now. Iran, in its resistance to the neo-colonialist, supremacist, ugly, depraved, disgusting powers who murder children and rape them.
Now, somebody might debate that and say, oh, no, we don't do that. Oh, yes, we do. Think of the pedophiles. Think of the Epstein. Think of everything that you've been exposed to now, and that 93 to 97% of Congress are being paid by Israel. And now they want to bring the Israeli army and make it part of us. Keep listening.
He has much more pressing things to do in the United States, Trump, if he wants to protect the American people and American children. Do you know all of that money he spent so far on this war of aggression against Iran? Had he spent that money, and he didn't have to do this, by the way, he did this for Israel. Had he spent that money in the United States, he would have solved the healthcare problem, he would have solved the poverty, he would have sent free meals for school children, he would have sorted out families that are suffering. He would have solved major issues in the United States for the people who are in need the most.
And remember what he said? I'm going to make America great again. And I asked the question, knowing who he was in the past, great for who? Great for who? Well, we know who he's making it great for, Israel and the Zionist agenda. Oh, we call it zebras. I'm sorry, you aren't supposed to use that word.
Instead, what does he do? He goes on a war of aggression because he's being blackmailed by a satanic child-murdering entity in the form of Israel. And his allies are entertaining it. As in, they're speaking about Iran, as in how dare Iran respond. They're causing instability. How far is he willing to go? Well, clearly by the movements of the United States lately, they're trying to only control the tempo so that it doesn't get out of hand and they can continuously apply pressure on Iran. That's what they're trying to do, and mislead some in Iran with potential talks, which are clearly now appearing to be a total and absolute waste of time with Donald Trump. It's a complete waste of time. As in, if you ask me, the Iranians are entitled to do whatever they want to do from a political perspective but from what I'm seeing now, these talks with the United States, you gave the idiot 3 chances when he constantly backstabbed the Iranian people and butchered Iranian children. And clearly the only language that the American administration understands is the language of force. They don't understand any other language. At least when Trump is there. Because listen, let's remember, no matter what you think of any of the American presidents, most of them were vile, despicable murderers. But none of them went to war with Iran. Even when they were requested to go. This idiot did. And that says a lot about him. So in essence, by the way, because Trump has been talking about Iran potentially assassinating him, the U.S. armed forces would probably be relieved if they hear that Trump has been assassinated, because he's the one killing them, throwing them into the fire by provoking other countries. It's insane.
Let's hold that right there. They've had 55,000 troops moved over to West Asia, preparing for a land invasion, to a military that has over 1 million man army, actually up to 2 million man army, in the most ruggedest, hard terrain to even grapple with, and temperatures that are reaching 103 to 108, 110 degrees with 100% humidity. This is what he's doing to our kids, our mothers and fathers, putting him in harm's way so the gangster capitalist can continue to make more war and he can please Mr. Netanyahu.
And you know what it stems from, by the way? A lot of this stems from the neo-colonial, arrogant, racist, supremacist mentality. Nothing else. Look at history. Colonial powers originating from Europe, occupying and butchering the rest of the world and stealing their reserves, their goods, their everything. And then crying when they come and immigrate to Europe, saying, oh no, we don't want immigrants. They're still doing the same thing. They're just coating it with different stuff. Now it's Iran's problem that the Strait of Hormuz is closed. What do you mean Iran's problem, the Strait of Hormuz is closed? Imagine China building a military base on American borders or in Europe somewhere, and aiming ballistic missiles against neighboring countries, and then complaining once they attack them and they respond. What kind of a delusional mentality is this? What are these people so thick and stupid that they can't see through this? Is there anyone else still not understanding this? Is there anyone convinced that Iran is the problem here? I'm not sure how these people think, or are they so arrogant and delusional that they lost any sort of common sense? Because arrogance comes with ignorance, by the way. These supremacists who think that, so long as it's Western powers attacking other countries, it's fine. No, and many of the European countries, if not most of them, are on Trump's side, licking his boots when he's swearing at them and humiliating them, whether it's NATO or any of the other countries. Some of them know, some of them they have limits, right? To an extent, by the way, because none of them cross the red lines when it comes to Israel especially.
So that's the world we live in, folks. What are we going to do? The countdown's already begun. They're moving to a full war. The moment that the U.S. government starts its land invasion is the moment that Israel and the other countries will be taken out. Iran has hundreds and hundreds of thousands of missiles. They have technologies that the U.S. doesn't even know they have. They do not have nuclear weapons, but hey, if they need them, Pakistan says, here, we got some nukes, use them. China says, here, we got some nukes, use them. Russia says, here, we got some nukes, use them. Then what do we have? We have an economic collapse that the world has never seen. We have massive starvation that nobody has ever witnessed. So we want to keep going down this road? You want to keep your mouth shut? You don't want to tell Congress to get off their ass and stop this thing? It's all up to you, folks. The only way we make a difference is by getting active, not radioactive. Thanks for tuning into the Conscious Hour. Please hit the like and share button. Please hit the like and share the message. People need to wake up and become accountable for our future, for their own future. Because what's coming, you're all going to be way behind the 8 ball when it hits. You're going to go, what happened? Thanks for tuning into the Conscious Hour. It's your Conscious Hour.